How's it going, everybody? This is Josh here, and I am here with my Q&A. This is the answer portion of the video. Here are my answers. Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. It has been a great time looking through all of them, and I'm just happy to see all the responses that you guys gave. So here is the first question. This one is from Risa, and it asks, when I was younger, I'm 18 now. I don't remember when Naruto came out, but I was like a big fan of Naruto, or maybe it's Naruto. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. If you consider Pokemon anime, I don't know. The eyes, it kind of look like the anime characters, I guess. I might be hurting your feelings right now, but I loved Pokemon. Pokemon was like my favorite. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. I really got into Yu-Gi-Oh actually. I had like the huge deck of cards, and I was like, you know, I think his name was Exodus. Is that the guy with the arm and the leg? Anyway, I had like the right arm of Exodus and the head and everything like that. Anyway, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Is that considered anime? Other than that, I don't really watch anime. I guess it's not something I watch. She also asks, this is from Risa again, what is your favorite video game? Risa, that is a very hard one. I began playing video games as far back as I can remember. I had a Super Nintendo. I mean, you guys might not even know what that was. You can look it up. Super Nintendo, I played the Olympics, some sort of Olympic game, and I remember playing that one. So I've been playing games since I could walk, which is bad because I should probably have been outside, but whatever. So my favorite video game would have to be a tie. There's two games that I can never play enough of, and no matter how many times I play them, I find myself more and more intrigued by the different levels of them. The first one is a game called Dungeon Keeper 2. The first one was alright, but the second one was just phenomenal, and I loved this game, and I'm so sad because they're not going to make a third one. They did make a game called Dungeons, which is kind of like a knockoff of it, but it's not anything like the original Dungeon Keeper 2. You'll have to look it up. You can see some gameplay. I'm sure there's some on YouTube somewhere, but it's just a great game. The second one is a game called Black and White. It's kind of a game where you're kind of like a god, almost. You're like the god of the Greeks and stuff like that. Anyway, you get to raise a creature and then stuff like that. It's a great game. You look it up. Black and White and the second one, the sequel, Black and White 2, those were both great games. So Black and White and Dungeon Keeper 2, those are definitely probably my favorite games. Okay? Our next question is from Jakey, and he asks, what music do you like? I enjoy pop music. If I might not find someone like you, I wish nothing but the best for you. I like reggae music. Well, you done me in your bed, I felt it. I tried to be cool, but you so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Probably one of my favorite genres is a folky kind of music, like Need to Breathe, if you know who they are. Daddy was a preacher, and she was his wife. Just try to make the world a little better, you know, to shine a light. I like old gospel and old Christian music, like old hymns, and new rock Christian. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I like that old classical rock in different genres, you know, some Lynyrd Skynyrd, some Sweet Home Alabama. And then I also like, you know, some AC/DC, you know, some see if I can get this. I got close. I can bear country. I mean, it's not like I don't like country, but I mean, I can listen to country, but I don't know any country songs. I really enjoy blues and jazz. Blues and jazz mixed in with that folk is probably my favorite. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. And then lastly, I enjoy R&B music, the old kind of stuff. Not like, well, I mean, I like Beyonce every now and then, but I like to go back to the classics. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So I hope I answered your question through music. How about that? The next question comes from Dark Enters, all one word. Dark Enters. Have you ever played any Mario ROM hacks? I've played the Portal one. I think I know what you're talking about. It's called Mario with the the O being the portal, and it's pretty much Mario runs around with a portal gun. It's awesome. If you haven't played it, look it up. Other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're talking about a ROM emulator on my phone, because I got that, but I never played Super Mario on it. He also has a second question. This one is from Dark Interest as well. Will you play any Amnesia custom stories? It all depends on what you guys want. I've had suggestions for Doom 3, for Fear, and then I've been playing Fear now because people have enjoyed that. And there's been a few suggestions for some Amnesia custom stories. So it just depends on what you guys keep suggesting. I don't know if I'm going to finish Fear first, or if I'm just going to go back and forth, like day on Fear, day on something else that you guys decide. So it's really up to you guys. I'm cool with it. I have Amnesia. I don't know how to go about getting the custom stories. I'm sure it's in the menu. I haven't played Amnesia in over a year now. This next question is from Royal Blood Gaming, and he asks, have you ever played Halo and or Pokemon? And if you have, do you like them like I do with the intensity of 1,000 white suns? Well, I have played Halo. And I have played Pokemon. I don't know if I like them as much as you, though. I really, 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 really like Pokemon. I didn't like Halo that much, though. Halo was okay. More of a, I don't know. I like games for the storylines. From Bandits and Grenadiers, who is your favorite character from any video game? You probably had the hardest, most difficult question to answer. And it would also be a tie between my favorite villain and my favorite protagonist, okay? My favorite villain is because I pick him every time I play Super Smash Bros. It's gotta be Bowser. My favorite protagonist, however, is probably one you don't know as well, but maybe some people will. It's Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. He's got sarcasm, he's got jokes. I think he's funny. I mean, some people don't. But anyway, I love Ratchet and Clank, and he's gotta be one of my favorite game players, okay? Our next question is from Jakey, and he asks, what music do you like? The last question today comes from Martin Larson. He asks, again, which music do you like? Well, you can look back to that. I think you can look back to that. Yeah, so that's what kind of music I like. And which city are you from? I am from a very small town. I wouldn't call it a city. It's called Bullard, Texas. Bullard. Yeah, it's a population of, I think, I don't even know, it's like 1,600 or something like that. But anyway, we're near, like, Tyler. We're like an hour away from Dallas, Texas. Dallas is not the capital. Austin is the capital of Texas. Some people think Dallas is the capital of Texas. I don't know why. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm so glad we got to spend this time together, having a little Q&A time, and so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can't make a Q&A video, I don't know, sometime next week if we have some more questions, if we have enough questions. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, and please don't forget to check out my other videos if this is your first time, and subscribe to me, like this video, comment on it if you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's it for me, guys. So thanks so much. I love you all, and take